How is it going, my heroes, my villains, and everybody in between? Sean Ross here, and welcome back, guys, to another live reaction to My Hero Academia. We are on manga chapter number 313, entitled High Speed, Long Range, Mobile Cannon.
Get that bitch a cannon.
Drop it. I could do this all day. Oh, did that sting? I see you.
Bitches love cannons.
That title right there, I think, describes Lady Nagant perfectly, and I'm looking forward to seeing more of her in action, because coming off of last chapter, our boy Deku is just ignoring Hawks' orders to flee on sight, and instead is looking to take the fight straight to Lady Nagant in the hopes of taking away her long-distance advantage. But Deku doesn't realize that Lady Nagant has an additional quirk at her disposal, thanks to All For One. She now has the quirk of Airwalk, which is going to greatly increase her mobility as she moves from rooftop to rooftop through the city, as well as making it a lot harder for Deku to close that long distance gap between them. This little game of cat and mouse has only just begun, but I am excited to continue with this fight and see what is going to happen next. So, mount ladies and gentle criminals, without further ado, let's dive right into chapter 313.
Skip it up and that up. I won't die!
Yo, like I said, it's going to take a lot more than that to kill the former symbol of peace. First page of the chapter, and we can see All Might in his car, Tokyo drifting out from the grenade explosion and trying to regain control of his car. Any car besides Hercules here would have been blown to bits. And he named his car Hercules.
Oh, Hercules, Hercules.
Okay, All Might.
Hercules.
That's a fitting name for the armored tank that just saved your life right now. What? Yo, wait a minute. Did we just enter Attack on Titan? Because we see two random-ass thugs getting ready to throw what looks like thunder spears at both All Might and Hercules. They aren't mere thieves. I sense clear murderous intent. If this isn't a dumb prank, then they're trying to split up me and the boy. The boy's being targeted by an assassin.
Surprise, motherfucker.
And just like with the armored Titan, these two thugs launch their thunder spears at the armored Hercules, piercing through the windshield as we see All Might bailing out of the car, grabbing a hold of his phone and briefcase, and then Hercules just goes crashing into a nearby building. Good on All Might being able to tuck and roll out of this situation, but RIP to Hercules. The car will be missed. That's All Might? Don't wimp out now. You know what we're here for. Besides, check out his wasted body. The real All Might died a long time ago. Darn right.
Look.
And that explains the grenade and thunder spears. It's because of their two quirks. You can see the masked dude creating a grenade by producing what looks like gunpowder, and then the other guy is just producing thunder spears out of his shoulders. We got some interesting quirks right here.
Fight me.
Stand aside. Huh?
Oh no.
Yo, and this dude looks scared shitless right now.
Why does he remind me of the hero killer right now?
Just on those two words alone, All Might sent a shiver of fear down this thug's spine. And as All Might is saying this, he's reflecting back on his promise to Inko. I will protect him and raise him right, even if it costs me my life.
Will you allow me to devote myself to young Izuku? Together we will go beyond. I will lift him up. And I will protect your son, even if it costs me my life.
That's why, no matter what happens to you, I'll be there to help fight fate!
I'll keep on living. I won't let them end me. The future that's been foretold will not come to pass. That's what I have resolved. All for one.
That boy has borne so much more than I ever have. A burden I forced on him.
I'll be there to help fight
And
fate!
All Might's thinking back to the promise to fight fate he made with Deku. Whatever happens to you, I'll be there changing fate by your side. And we see the two thugs just stumbling over themselves in fear as they fall down to the ground. And still, he idolizes me. The day anything happens to that kid is the day I die.
Behold.
Yo, All Might! Looking badass in this panel shot right here. And you can just feel the intensity coming from this man as his aura is just projecting the fear of God into these two thugs right now. All Might is giving off Stain vibes in this moment.
These streets must run with the blood of hypocrites. What the fuck? Hero! I will reclaim that word! Come on! Just try and stop me, you fakes! Oh, yeah! All Might is worthy!
I refuse to die!
Stain was able to make all of those pro heroes fear for their lives just on his aura presence alone. And that's exactly what All Might is doing in this moment. You can even see All Might stomping his foot on the ground like Stain did back then, basically saying, come at me. Try and stop me, you fakes. My resolve and convictions are stronger than yours. Yo, I love seeing this from All Might. But even though this is a badass moment for him, it still makes me worried because it is planting a death flag. He keeps thinking back to that promise he made to Inko, and we've been flashing back to that moment a lot these past couple of chapters. Because I think we all know that eventually All Might is going to die, but it's not going to happen right now. Not today, and especially not by these two nameless thugs. But until that time comes, All Might's going to continue to fight, to survive, so he continues to train and protect Deku and keep that promise he made to Inko.
Meanwhile,
I might be overthinking things. I don't exactly have any proof. But I can't just stand by. I have to do something.
I don't think you have any idea how fast I'm here. How fast this fuck's going.
Speed will catch you off guard. I'm gonna stop you.
Damn. So it looks like we are cutting away from the intense moment with All Might, but now we are going over to our boy Deku, who's currently speed blitzing through the city street right here as he's jumping from building to building. I'll zigzag toward her and stay out of her line of sight to prevent her from tracking my trajectory. Assuming Lady Nagant doesn't have a way to move as fast as I can with One for All, I'll reach her before she can reposition herself. And we can see a diagram showing how Deku plans to intercept Lady Nagant. But sadly, his plan doesn't factor in that she has the additional quirk of Airwalk. So Deku's gonna have to rethink his plan because he's gonna be in for a very big surprise. That's when I'll make her reveal All for One and Shigaraki's location.
What's up, Danger?
And we can see Danger Sense going off in this moment, where we can see coming in hot behind Deku is one of Nagant's bullets. Straight from behind! Yo! Deku with the happy feet right here! He didn't even try to catch the bullet this time. Thanks to his Iron Souls, he was able to kick the bullet straight out of the air, and it's just spinning in place right next to him.
My spider senses are starting to tingle.
I see you.
Ooh, but then a second shot is fired off from Lady Nagant, and this one makes contact. Yo.
You didn't see that coming?
Deku might have had the happy feet, but Lady Nagant just came in with that wombo combo. She used that first bullet as a distraction, so Deku basically wouldn't sense the second one that she fired off. And it was kind of successful because it grazed his stomach a little bit, where you can see some blood splurting out, and Deku right now is gritting his teeth from the pain. Ugh, but how? Hitting me from behind would only be possible with some kind of remote control quirk. Does she have backup? No, I don't sense any hostility or bloodlust nearby. No, wait. Damn it. Why didn't I consider that possibility before? And now Deku is putting two and two together. He is realizing that Lady Nagant has a second quirk. Of course, All For One would give a contractor something extra. And there she is, Lady Nagant in all of her glory, demonstrating her new quirk in front of Deku.
And then, before long, I was flying.
My gift to you. Watch your step, amateur.
Just look at how elegant she looks as she's gracefully walking on the air right here in front of Deku, entering his line of sight, with that grin on her face, looking towards Deku saying, "Oh, were you not expecting this? Was this not a part of your plan?" Courtesy of All For One. Lady Nagant is enjoying herself in this moment and is having fun going up against Deku. But we just see Lady Nagant with that smirk firing off her rifle and just propelling herself back into the darkness away from Deku's line of sight, as we see Deku gritting his teeth in pain as he's falling back down toward the streets below. The shot that hit me in the back came from the side with a wicked curve. And of course she curved that bullet around multiple buildings. The closer we are, the more intuitively she can shoot and the less need there is for her to calculate my position. She wants to stop me and capture me alive, right? But after I blocked that shot, she decided to get closer. Being closer means quicker shots in succession. Even the fourth can't help me react fast enough. And we see Deku fixing himself in the air, getting ready to land back down on the ground. So how about the sixth? Full blast! And as Deku comes in with that superhero landing, he slams down on the ground and begins to emit the sixth smoke screen all throughout the city streets.
You're gonna do superhero landing. Wait for it. Woo! Superhero landing. Every last drop of power!
Okay! This right here is a smart move on Deku's part, but I'm honestly kind of surprised he's only utilizing this move now in the fight. The smoke screen makes it perfect for him to conceal his location and make it harder for Lady Nagant to know where he exactly is. He should have used this move from the beginning when the first shot was fired. Another quirk? So he's got multiple too. This kid's got secrets for days. And it looks like All For One did not inform Nagant on Deku having multiple quirks. Shocker.
Know my power.
And as we see Deku unleashing the smokescreen from his body,
Hello there.
ooh, we see the vestige of N appearing before Deku. And he does not look happy. He is just poking Deku's head like, hey, you remember what I said? Don't overdo my quirk. Whoa now, Ninth. Did you forget already? That much smoke output places you at risk. You're up against a high-speed, long-range, mobile cannon. And there's the title. Roll credits.
He said it! He said it!
You're up against a high-speed, long-range mobile cannon. So the second you emerge from the smoke, you're a sitting duck. You've cut off your own escape route. I'm not trying to escape. I'm just buying time for now.
NANI?!
Yo, what is Deku doing in this panel right here?
Exploding in the microwave.
It looks like he's getting ready to jump or leap out of smokescreen. You see Deku doing this, just moving up and down, stretching his legs.
How about some calisthenics? Hop, hoo, hop, hoo, hop, hoo, hop, hoo. Hop, hoo, hop, hoo, hop, hoo, hop, hoo. I can feel those juices pumping now.
Deku has something planned right now, but N is just currently looking at him like, what the hell are you doing, Deku? Huh? No, don't even try it. That's too dangerous. Okay, N knows what he's about to do, and we just have this panel shot on his legs. So Deku plans to do something. I don't recommend it either.
I'm back, bitches!
Yo, and now we see the third user's vestige appearing before Deku and N.
It's about to go down.
Is Deku getting ready to use the third user's quirk?
Correct!
Is that what is about to happen right now? I know exactly what you're trying to do, but you're not proficient enough yet. You've admitted it yourself. And we have Deku thinking back to the Endeavor Agency arc when Endeavor was training him on how to control and use Black Whip. First, figure out how to handle two processes at once subconsciously. Once you've got that down, throw in another thing. You haven't even tested my quirk yet. Before adding it to your parallel processes, you need to get a feel for how it works. It's a bit too late for that. Once Lady Nagant tells me what I need to know, All For One and Shigaraki are next. Ooh, and we have like this aura coming off of Deku right here. I guess I'll learn this one on the fly. Sorry to use your cape like this, Gran Torino. The thirds. Fajin.
Okay.
What is Fajin? Is that like a term for something?
The fuck does that mean?
A few moments later.
And here it is. Fajin is a Chinese martial arts term. It means to issue or discharge power explosively or refining the explosive power. The term usually refers to a set of methods to generate and focus force, resulting in physical feats with far less visual physical expression, such as the 1-inch punch. Interesting. So Fajin for Deku is going to allow him to build up and harness explosive energy over a short period of time in moves you would not expect that power to come from. So is that why Deku was just moving up and down like that? To build up the explosive energy for him to utilize? And why we are seeing this aura of energy just coming around Deku as he's kneeling on the ground like this?
By controlling every ounce of energy in your body, you can amplify it for a short burst. When you do it correctly, your power, speed, destructive force, and defensive force can all be increased a lot.
That's awesome! As strong as you already are, you mean you can make yourself even stronger just like that?
That's right.
But if the third's quirk is the stockpiling or the building up of power, how is that any different from the main power of One for All? I'm hoping we get a proper definition of what Fajin is and how it functions, but right now, it's just trial by fire with Deku as he's about to be utilizing the third's quirk against Lady Nagant. And I'm curious to see how it's going to be used.
No one can hide from my sight.
And high up in the sky, we see Lady Nagant just staring down patiently with her rifle at the ready, looking through the scope as the rain is coming down, and she has it locked on to the smoke screen as it is spreading through the city streets, down below.
I see you. Come out. Let's see where they're hiding. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ah, there you are.
And Lady Nagant has the target in her sight. She can see down below Deku beginning to exit the smoke screen and wasting no time at all, fires a shot upon Deku and makes contact.
Gotcha, bitch!
A decoy! What's he up to? Yo, that's a smart move, Deku! So that's what he meant when he said, "I'm sorry to be using your cape like this." He attached Gran Torino's cape to Black Whip and is using it as a distraction to confuse Lady Nagant, so she doesn't know where he is. This is a similar move to what Ochako did to Bakugo back at the sports festival.
There's no way you can beat me! Whoa! She flew her jacket over as a decoy! What incredibly quick thinking!
By using these decoys, Lady Nagant's not gonna have any idea where Deku is located within the smoke. And after firing that shot, we see 3 sound effects popping up at 3 different locations, which are most likely 3 decoys being used to confuse Lady Nagant right now. And without skipping a beat, we see Lady Nagant firing 3 consecutive shots at those locations. You got some nerve. And we see the bullets hitting Black Whip tendrils, one of them holding on to Deku's backpack, another having Deku's mask, and the last one not holding anything at all. Hide in the smoke all you like. You won't get away.
You've much yet to learn.
Ooh, but now we see a rumbling sound effect shaking this panel right here, and we see Lady Nagant looking down, kind of shocked. Too bad I'm not in the smoke. Yo!
What do we have here?
I'm giving it all I've got!
Victory is my destiny.
He did it! He was able to confuse Lady Nagant long enough to get the drop on her, literally. Came out of the roof of a building and is grabbing a hold of her. Lady Nagant had no idea where Deku was. Deku played this so smart. By using smokescreen, he concealed himself so that way Lady Nagant no longer had eyes on him, and then by utilizing Black Whip, and basically a move out of Ochako's playbook, he used some of his equipment as decoys and distractions to confuse Lady Nagant to his whereabouts, and then he just comes bursting through this building to grab a hold of her. Which I'm guessing he's probably using the third user's Fajin quirk right here.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together.
That's why he was doing this motion, the up and down, preparing for the jump, to have the explosive energy to leap through this building, to go through all of the floors and then just burst through the roof. And Lady Nagant has no time to react. Damn. Deku adapted and formulated a new strategy perfectly well. But now that he has a hold of Lady Nagant, what does this mean for the fight moving forward? Does Deku now have the advantage? Or does Lady Nagant have 1 or 2 tricks still up her sleeve? I don't know, but I'm curious to find out. That right there is the end of the chapter. Next chapter hits May 30th.
No one can hide from my sight. Ah, there you are. What do we have here?
I've got you!
Yo, This right here was an amazing chapter, and I am absolutely loving this fight between Deku and Lady Nagant. I love the back and forth we are getting between these two, and I like getting to see Lady Nagant utilizing her airwalk powers in combination with her rifle abilities. She has been awesome these past couple of chapters, and I am hoping she will be sticking around long after this fight. But looking at Deku this chapter, he was very adaptable on top of being smart and strategic, because once he learned that Lady Nagant had the additional quirk of Airwalk, he had to completely rethink his strategy and had to utilize the past user's quirks to give him the advantage that he needed. And by using those quirks, we ended up seeing the third users being utilized for the very first time, the power of Fajin. Now, I am hoping we will get a proper definition on how this quirk works and functions, but with it being revealed, we now only have the second user's quirk to learn about, and I'm curious on what that quirk is going to be. But with where this chapter is leaving off, with Deku closing that long distance gap and getting up close and personal with Lady Nagant, I am very curious to see how this fight is going to continue moving into next week's chapter. So with that, guys, that right there is my live reaction to chapter 313 of My Hero Academia. But for now, I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts on the events of this chapter and what you guys thought about the first part, seeing All Might confronting those two thugs, and then the rest of this chapter dealing with Deku adapting his strategy, going up against Lady Nagant, and utilizing the third user's quirk for the first time. What are your guys' thoughts on seeing this new power of Fajin, and how is this fight going to continue going into next week's chapter? Leave your thoughts down in the comments below, and feel free to subscribe to the channel and click that bell icon that you guys can be alerted for every new MHA reaction that pops up on the channel. But if you guys want to talk about other things or talk about MHA outside of YouTube, feel free to also follow me over on Twitter. A link to my Twitter account can also be found in the description down below. But that's going to do it for me here, guys. So until next week, when we have chapter 314 of My Hero Academia, I'll talk to you guys next time. But remember, go beyond plus ultra!